love fellow zombies, horror, survival, and tactical war game fans. And here we are bringing you part 3 of the Resident Evil 0 review. We are given full reviews, not little tiny ones that sound like a 2-year-old could have made them. For this part, we are going to interview the last 2 parts of it. The first thing is the environment of the game, meaning the graphics, how good the graphics were for back then, and we are also going to review in another part of that, the second part to the environment, the areas depending on, like example, lab, how well detailed the lab was compared to when you think about what a lab looked like. Basically how well the area fit the profile of what it was. Now, we're not going to go over each area, but we're going to basically just come out with the ones that didn't make a lot of sense, if there were any. Okay, so, I would like to start off by saying that for this generation, the graphics of Resident Evil 0 has been in its top class. It was definitely one of the best graphic games for GameCube back then. Definitely was in there. The graphics for the game are not even something you would expect from GameCube. Graphics for this game look pretty close to ps.3 graphics in a way, and it's very well detailed.
Zero's right up there with Remake and Resident Evil 4. I mean, that shit holds up well even today. It's crazy.
Indeed. Now, aside from that, here's one thing I'd like to point out. Now, there's another library. Now, I know you do go in here as Rebecca in 0, like, once. But the library area in this game almost looks like an exact design from Resident Evil 2's police station library. And it's a big library room, and it has a staircase going up and then to the left. I mean, that's exactly the layout that they used for Resident Evil 2's library. So to me, it seems like they took a design. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying a little more originality to it. I mean, they didn't really change it up either. All they did was add 2 separate kinds of shelves in the middle instead. Could have changed it up a little bit by looks. And when you played Resident Evil 2, paid attention to the game, like us, kind of would have noticed that. It did look a lot like it. So, is there any areas you could think of that didn't fit the profile of what they were supposed to be, as far as work goes? Now, I'd like to know, sorry, that was kind of my phone going off, that Resident Evil 0 is a good game. This was pretty good of a game. I mean, I have no complaints as far as the way that the rest of it was. Okay, we're still in, so you know. I was going to say, is there any areas in the game that you think didn't really fit the profile well? And make sure you pick ones that really did not fit the profile. Or just did not look right.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that tower? That moving tower?
Yeah, that is a really good point. I don't know. I think what they were trying to do was get like 3D-ish kind of effect on the game. Because there are aspects of that game that do so. But to be personal, to be honest with you, I thought it was stupid. Really fucking lame. But is that really about it for that? You can just get into the overall game review. Alright, well, overall, now we're just going to basically give an overall scoring of everything we've talked about in this game. We will give it a somewhere between 1 to 10 score. The closer to 10, the better. And we will rate each time. Now, the first one we did was the storyline. From 1 to 5, what should we give the story, man? Because you know this game a little better than I do.
I personally would like a 4.5 for story.
Alright, so we'll just go with a 4. Okay, so for story, a 4. Now for characters, out of 5, I'd have to give the characters a 5. It's everything I like in a Resident Evil game. You got one character who's, you know, kind of new to the whole thing, but turns out to be a really awesome character later on. And then you got another who's a tough-ass, hardcore guy, kind of reminds you of Chris. Who you know is going to obviously spy you. Hey, you're like, oh, there ain't no way in hell this guy's going to die. He's too fucking good. But it'd be fun to go around and blast motherfuckers with him. So I give 0 of 5. Can you agree on that? Well, 0 of 5 with the characters. Okay, now, weapons. I have to give the weapons a 3. I mean, there are only like 3 or 4 good guns in this game. The double-barrel shotgun, the Samurai Edge just really lack in this game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Now, the next one we did was enemies and mini-bosses that fit and did not fit. Now, in total scoring of enemies and mini-bosses, again, I give that a 3. Some enemies were shitty on where they came in from, where they were, or just didn't make sense for being in the game. Or at least not the environment that this game shows. So, a 3. Okay, now, I believe, what was the one we did after the enemies? It was, oh yeah, boss fights. How good boss fights were, and what boss fights sucked and were awesome and didn't make sense. I give that a 4, because most of the boss fights in this game are pretty satisfying. And they make sense.
Most of them are, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, we're not including mini-bosses, that was before this. So for boss fights, yeah, I give it a 4, because most of them did make sense for where you were and what's happening. And were good.
Yep.
Now, then, there was, other thing we reviewed after that.
Was it an environment or something?
Yeah, environment. Now, as far as graphics / environment looks go, other than the tower and the Resident Evil 2 library knockoff, it looked different in Resident Evil 1. It looked way different in Resident Evil 1 compared to the way it looked in 0. Like in 0, it looked like they really just tried to copy it and change it a little bit. But for that, I give it a 4. I mean, there was only like really one complaint of the damn tower.
Yeah, I agree. 4.
Alright, now, the game's overall scoring, it has 2 crappy columns, but other than that, so basically out of, I believe it was 6 different areas we reviewed, 4 of those were good. So that would be fair enough to give this game a